Hey guys, Zen here, and today we're back with some interesting news for Rainbow Six Siege. Now, there's no wasting any time today, gentlemen. Thanks for joining me. Let's get into this. So, for starters, Ubisoft released a brand new making of trailer, this time of course featuring Shifting Tides, and through it we learn more about the backstories and some behind the scenes of how both Wamai and Kali came to be. Now, Wamai is actually a diver, and one that specializes in holding his breath for a very long time. Something you might not have known is that Kali owns her own operations company, and Wamai actually works for her. I thought that was interesting, considering now they are technically colleagues within Team Rainbow. Now, as far as the magnet system, the design behind it was that Wamai would stick the gadget to enemy boats while out in the water, and if a torpedo was fired at the ship, the magnet would then of course suck the round toward the boat and the enemy would be taken out. It was actually more of an offensive underwater mine in its original use, but has been carried over to a defensive role here in Shifting Tides. So we're all plenty aware by now, but Wamai is the other option for anti-nade next to Jaeger, who's been the only pick when you need to deal with projectiles. The devs say that how the ADS works and how it effectively cancels gameplay has always kind of been a problem. The fact is that when you throw a grenade and Jaeger snipes it, that's it. That's the entire interaction, and as a player, most times it only causes us to use more utility and throw senseless nades just to burn it out. I guess the point is that it just lacks that satisfaction on both sides of the round because it literally deletes the nade and cancels that gameplay. Wamai, on the other hand, reinterprets that interaction and offers up counterplay, which is very valuable to the devs because it allows for more creativity on their part, but also to the players, the ones experiencing this stuff. So, without too much ramble, I thought the backstory and the lesser known quirks of Wamai were interesting, and I think it makes the gadget and the wetsuit make a lot more sense as a result. Kali, on the other hand, is a mercenary and one that loves being a part of the battle, so she started her own company just to make it happen. Of course, behind the scenes, things weren't so simple bringing this operator to life. The biggest challenge was with the CSRX, the brand new bolt action sniper in Rainbow Six Siege. Every little detail down to the milliseconds of ADS time and reload time were tweaked to make sure that she just isn't too overwhelming when she's finally released. Now, I know a lot of you guys are new here, but if you didn't know, Blackbeard taught the studio this lesson. When he first came out, the rifle shield gadget that we all know and love was almost indestructible, and add on to the fact that he didn't have many of the penalties he has now, like the super slow ADS time or the shield speed debuff, and he was just the definition of overpowered in Rainbow Six Siege. Ela was also a very important operator for the balance of the game, and so I think with an operator as strong as Kali, they made sure to keep her from being game breaking. I'll be honest with you guys, I know a lot of people think this operator is just too strong, especially right here before release, but I'm not sure you'll even see her that often, at least in your ranked games. Right now, there's absolutely no way to gauge this, but with the rework to Jackal and with how frustrating the CSRX can be to play against, I think Kali is actually going to have a very high ban rate. Call me wrong, disagree, that's fine, I get it, but Kali offers a ton of utility and killing power that I think most teams would just rather not play against. Jackal was always banned because of how difficult he made moving around the map. It's frustrating getting comfortable on a roam and then a second later every attacker on the map knows your exact position. So most teams banned him to not have to deal with that. Now, don't get me wrong, I believe Kali is one of those operators that can be easily taken out if she gets too greedy with the sniper or if she's in a close range situation with her primary equipped, because I think she has the slowest aim down sight time in the game, even slower than Blackbeard with the shield up. But getting back to this operator's quirks, visually, Kali actually has a bullet hole on the back of her right shoulder, which is a small detail that gives her a little more character. If you guys didn't know, Nomad is actually missing 2 fingers on her left hand, which has its own backstory and how it happened and all that, and it really helps build up these ops and make them more interesting. So out of the trailer, that's what I've got. Next up, I want to touch base with the community because a big discussion has been circling about Ela and whether her Scorpion should receive a buff. For those of you who don't know, Ela's shotgun is being nerfed and it won't be nearly as menacing as it is in today's meta, so a lot of people, I'll say mainly those on console, are looking for a buff to her other primary to kind of even things out. Ela's Scorpion was once the best weapon on defense in almost every way. It had nearly double its current magazine size, higher damage, and almost laser beam like recoil. Pair this with the weapon's extremely high fire rate and it was just a nightmare to square off against. Her initial design was to fight against multiple attackers effectively, and she was very successful with this. Now, over time, time, her Scorpion isn't so strong. I'll always have love for the weapon, but it's really the recoil that throws it off and makes it a little wild to control. You can't really learn the recoil of the Scorpion because it just feels super random, and so again, some players are looking for balance. The shotgun is apparently god tier on console, and I think that was the lead reason for this, but honestly guys, I wouldn't be against Ella Scorpion seeing some love. Does that mean year 2 Scorpion? No, but a recoil buff that makes the weapon more stable and more learnable would be nice and boost Ella's playtime in ranked. But what are your thoughts? Do you think Ella needs a buff, or are you glad she's being nerfed again? Leave a comment and let us know. Now guys, to cap this video off, I thought we'd do a little surprise unboxing. Roll it. Alrighty guys, here we are at my desk, and as you can see, we have a couple of boxes to open up for you guys. The first one is from my friends over at the Koyo Store, and they have these Rainbow Six Siege pins that they sent over for me to check out for you guys. No, this video isn't sponsored in any way, but I thought some of this stuff was really cool and that you guys would want to see it. So they sent over some pins, and the second is actually from Tubbz, and it's called a Quack Pack. I don't know if you guys can see that, but cosplaying rubber duckies. You guys can see this here, and I know you're probably wondering, Zen, how does rubber duckies and cosplaying and any of that go together? Well, apparently the stuff that's in here is gaming related. I don't think any of it is Rainbow Six Siege as far as this Quack Pack goes, but I know they have some Destiny ones, they have some Fallout ones and stuff like that. And so before we actually jump into this stuff, there will be links to everything in the description if you guys want to check it out. Thank you to the Koyo Store and Tubbz for sending this stuff over. It's really appreciated. Now I'm gonna jump in, I'm gonna open up these pins, and I'll see you guys in just a sec. So guys, the box has been opened up, and we are here with some pins from the Koyo Store. This one here is Finka. They have literally any operator you can think of is Zofia. This one's sealed. I took a couple of these out just so you guys can see. There's a lot of detail. These things are really high quality. I have some special ones. This golden Blackbeard here looks really cool, really interesting. They're also offering up some coins here, and these are collectible. They've got some weight to them. You have Operation Wind Bastion here, Parabellum one that they sent out. Looks really cool. So these are available at the Koyo Store, guys. Big shout out to them for hooking it up and sending this stuff out. They also have keychains and other stuff like that. So if you're looking for any of that kind of stuff, any collectibles, any of those operator pins, be sure to check out the Koyo Store. So guys, Tubbz also sent out these rubber duckies, these cosplaying rubber duckies. And as you guys can see, this one here is Destiny. It's actually Eris Morn. She's one of the characters from within the game. We'll go ahead and pull her out here. They come in those little tubs, but these are it, guys. Little cosplaying rubber duckies. Now, like I said, they don't have any Rainbow Six Siege characters at the moment, but I could definitely see Kaid as a rubber ducky, if you guys know what I'm saying. Go ahead and push her to the back here. Bring in the Fallout boy. They also sent over a Fallout boy rubber ducky. He looks absolutely amazing. Fun fact, I've never really played a Fallout game before, guys, but I've always heard great things. Of course, if you guys want to get your hands on any of this stuff, there will be links in the description. A huge thank you to both Tubbz and the Koyo Store for hooking it up, sending over this kind of stuff. If you guys want to send over any more of these kinds of things, I absolutely love collectibles and figurines and all that kind of stuff. So huge thank you to them. Of course, huge thank you to you guys for watching and supporting the content. But we're gonna go ahead and wrap this one up. I just wanted to show you guys this this quick unboxing video. Hopefully you enjoyed. But that's gonna bring us to the end of the video. And now I want to hear from you. How do you feel about the upcoming operator balance? And are you looking forward to Operation Shifting Tides? Leave it all in a comment down below. If you did enjoy this video, drop a like and subscribe with notifications if you're new. With that being said, it's been Zen. Hey, I'm out.
Don't be rude, just a fuse.